To whom it may concern, my name is Charles Kelly, and I am the host of the hit live show Vibe Check that airs every Wednesday night on Loudspeaker. I'm writing this strongly worded letter to kindly ask you to please stop murdering people in the streets. It makes me feel icky and gross. I know that to date, strongly worded letters like this have never helped the Democratic Party make meaningful change to our country, but I have confidence that this will be the one to do it. If you don't stop, I will have to write a second letter with even stronger wording. I may even say the word fuck. With love, Charles.
It is Wednesday, January 28th. It is 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain. I'm gonna keep doing this. 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Welcome to Vibe Check. I am your host, Charles Joseph Kelly.
And I'm Nora.
And in the back, we have Chris. Hello.
Howdy.
Hello, welcome everybody. Normally, we start this show a bit more lighter, but the world's not light, right? And normally in these kind of scenarios, I ask you guys how you are doing, right? And I know I'm speaking for myself here when I say that I'm not doing good. This is unprecedented times. We're seeing a lot of, we'll get to it, but America is in a rough spot, and it's hard for me, I know, especially right now, it's hard for me to come into the show and be funny. I was texting both Nora and Chris before we started, just like how difficult it felt to be funny today. But that doesn't mean we're not here to try. And I'm really excited for tonight's show. We got some great stuff for you guys this week. Before we get into it, I kind of wanted to play a video from a creator. You guys probably know them more than you know me. Obviously, I hope so. Rhett from Good Mythical Morning had a really great take about what's happening in the world. So we're just going to play it. We're not going to comment. We're not going to stop the video. We're just going to sit, play this video, and listen.
Let's talk about what's going on in Minnesota. You know, sometimes you're at like a coffee shop or on a plane and somebody is watching a movie in front of you or next to you. And of course, you can't hear it, but you can kind of see a little bit of the movie and you kind of get an idea of what's going on by seeing a scene or two. Well, if what is happening in Minnesota was a movie that somebody was watching in front of you, and you saw the scene with what happened to Renee Good, you think you get an idea of maybe what the movie was about, of who the bad guys were? And if you didn't, what about when you saw the next scene of what happened to Alex Preddy? Do you think at that point you would know who the bad guys are? And then what if the person watching the movie said, hey, I want you to watch this with me, and you put in a headphone, and then you watch the next scene, which was the people who were responsible for what happened to Alex Preddy lying about him and lying about what happened in order to justify their actions. Would there be any doubt in your mind as to what this movie was about and who the bad guys were? So here's my legitimate question. If you're one of the people who you're watching this movie along with all of us, and you have not yet figured out who the bad guys are, what is it going to take? What do you need to see to figure out what this movie is about?
It's a scary time to be in.
It's
I mean, I was just scrolling on TikTok literally this weekend where we find so many joyful videos, and I saw the lead up to the Alex Preddy shooting, and that is just replaying in my mind. Like, that scene is haunting. And I know Charles is going to talk on this later, but I'm looking for the hope, looking for the organizers, looking for the helpers, and to see the level of community organization and care that has been happening in Minnesota has been the most heartening thing that I can imagine. And actually, I am rage knitting right now because I have a melt the ice pattern. So you guys, if there's any other knitters out there, this is the.
You did it right.
I did.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah,
for enunciating. Congrats.
I have my Colorado accent, but any crafters, the Melt the Ice hat. This is by Needle and Skein. You can check on Ravelry. This is a $5 pattern. This pattern is inspired by the Norwegians who knit these red hats in protest of the Nazi occupation, and so we are now using these as, you know, one of those resistance symbols. And of course, this isn't the only activism that we can be doing, but you know, it's something that I can be doing with my hands right now. So I'm rage knitting protest hats. So you know, find those and I was at my yarn shop before this, my favorite yarn shop, the Twisted Stitch in Fort Collins, where we also had a little community gathering of just supporting each other, and that's really what we need to keep doing, is supporting each other.
Yeah. Chris, how are you doing?
I don't know. There are certain things where words just aren't enough. When you see the people who have been entrusted to protect U.S. citizens opening fire on U.S. citizens, I couldn't help but just feel unremarkably sad. And I say unremarkably because we've gotten to the point where this was shocking, but it wasn't surprising. The second person to die on U.S. soil at the hands of U.S. law enforcement in as many weeks is...
Well, I think it's like the count is up in double digits.
Well, and this is, the thing is, it's white people. It's not just black. It's not just black and brown bodies on the line anymore. The government is willing to execute white people on American soil.
I mean, whatever color, to me,
anybody now.
Theoretically, all of our colors should be red, white, and blue. And the U.S. military was never designed to be deployed on American soil against U.S. citizens. And the fact that that has become normalized and that a good portion of the country doesn't see that as a problem tells you how deeply divided and deeply broken we are as a nation. And regardless of who's in office and how long they're in office, it's going to take a long, long time to heal from this. But I say that with the knowledge that we have healed before and we will heal again. It will take some time and it will take a lot of action and it will take a lot of organizing and a lot of people getting together. One thing I want to call people's attention to, this is happening this Friday, January 30th. This is the national shutdown movement. The idea is that we stop whatever commerce is occurring in the United States, whether that's shopping, whether that is jobs, buying stuff at home. We put a pause on all of that because the only thing the people in power seem to understand right now is money. And if we hurt their pocketbooks, this can help start moving things in a better, more positive direction. Loudspeaker has signed a pledge to support this initiative. And if you are so able, I would personally encourage you to shut down on Friday, January 30th. And if you can't, because, I'm from a position of privilege, I can say that I'm able to do that, but not everybody can. If you can't, then I understand. But you can, at the very least, not go shopping, not supporting big retailers, not buying stuff you don't need. There are small ways that we can all help put a dent in the only language that seems to matter to these people.
Yeah. I think it's important to recognize a few things. Number one is it finally takes white people being killed for people to actually listen to black and brown people who have been screaming this from the rooftops for decades that this has been going on.
Your mic keeps cutting out a little.
Yeah, I'm talking really quiet. It's got my noise gate on. There we go.
Okay, there we go. You're hidden a little bit.
I'm hiding my mic a little bit, but yeah. So were you able to hear most of what I was saying there? It was just cutting out a little bit.
At the end, yeah.
Okay, so it's nice to see that, and if you look online, a lot of black and brown creators are this is not shocking. This is happening. It's crazy to see this level of violence that's happening, and it's purposeful. The lack of training is purposeful. The lack of care, the brutality it's all purposeful. Training isn't going to fix this.
Abolition is the only thing that will fix it.
And so with that being said, I kind of wanted to talk about some things that we can be hopeful about, because there are things out of this that we should look at that are very kind of the silver lining in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Number one is polls have come out recently around ICE and public perception. And there was a poll that went out, I think at CNN, Fox, one of the bigger players asked, should ICE be abolished? And 47% of people said yes. And I want to say, first off,
that's a huge amount.
First off, that's a bad poll, because there's so many different opinions there that we need to abolish versus significantly reduce versus better training versus no, not at all, right? There's a whole spectrum in there. For people to be the most extreme version of this, abolishing ICE, almost 50% of Americans believe in, that is insane.
Wow.
Insane. To see Republican governors, mostly in Wisconsin at this point, but Republican leaders saying they can no longer be a part of the Republican Party. I think one of them was quoted as to say he could never look his daughters in the eyes. And I was like, now? But I mean, it's a good time now, but now? Okay, all right. But these things are happening. With it seeming, another piece of hopium here is with it seemingly there is some retreating happening within Wisconsin here. It's not yet. There is some hopium the next time this happens with ICE.
Mm-hmm. Next location.
The next location, wherever it's at, where they decide to storm in, the resistance is going to be faster. It's going to be better organized. It's going to be bigger. So regardless of what happens, each of these situations
is teaching the resistance.
It's teaching the resistance. and it's going to be better in the long run.
And I think the other powerful thing that we have out of this is how many people in Minnesota were willing to go out in negative 20-degree weather.
Exploding tree weather.
Right. To actually like do something about this. Minnesotans know how to protest, they know how to organize, and they're just going to continue their organization efforts to help the rest of us learn how to organize, because they've been organizing since they were organized in 2016, then George Floyd happened. Like, Minneapolis has gone through so much, and their community organizers are so powerful.
Can I say something? Mm-hmm. Exploding trees.
That's got to be AI.
No, okay. I want to say something. I've seen a lot of exploding trees on social media, and they are blowing up like they've got dynamite plastic like inside of them. I don't like. There was a
It's a hoax.
This is my. I think it happens where they kind of like expand and fall over probably. But I saw this guy who was just like walking in the woods. Right, he had like concussive headphones on, and then like he was like chopping some wood with some like concussive headphones on his head with just like a tree just like exploded behind him, just like, and he's like, it's like perfectly framed, and this guy's like, whoa, I never expected this to happen, and I'm like,
they don't do that. There was literally, we had a April Fool's joke one year at my college up in Vermont, where they were like, careful, the trees are gonna explode because of the sap moving back and forth and the cold weather. It is absolutely a hoax. Trees don't explode like that. They explode in fire, because if you heat up all of the resins that are in a pine tree, they'll explode. Trees don't freeze. They don't explode because they freeze. I lived in Vermont for 4 years, and it was cold, and the trees don't explode. It is a hoax.
Chris, how do you feel about trees?
I like trees. I don't necessarily want to see them explode.
I've got a tree that'll explode for you. Sorry.
Womp womp.
It's a hoax. It's 100% a hoax. As an autistic person,
Have you ever seen an exploding tree? Call 888-853-VIBE and tell us your exploding tree story. We might play it on the air. 888-853-VIBE. It's a real number. We want to hear about your real tree really exploding.
Prove me wrong, I dare you.
I think, going back to being serious, I know we got into tree talk here.
Tree chat.
Tree chat, yeah. Which is legal in Colorado, the trees. Sorry, back to serious.
Can't help it.
You gotta find the light somewhere.
I think that the thing that we're gonna have to contend with the most when you were talking about healing, Chris, and this is something that we need to like wrap our brains around. Regardless of anything that happens, 30% of Americans are most likely going to be supporting this 100%. They're so beyond brainwashed that 3 out of 10 people are going to be, are part of, never going to say that this is a bad thing.
They believe this with their whole hearts.
How do you de-platform people? Like,
I don't want to take, we could...
Therapy.
Right, therapy. We could take some rules from Germany, where they literally just ban things. But even with America, I don't know how that'll work. As somebody who studied political science, I see factions forming of states. So like, it's not going to be the United States anymore. That's
and I don't think it's a question of deplatforming people. I think it's more educating people about how immigration actually works and the ways in which we all benefit from accepting people into this country, and really just educating them about helping them unlearn the things they think are correct. That's the only way we move forward in this country.
How do we do that when conservative billionaires own basically every social media platform, and also most... I
didn't say that.
Honestly, Chris, you actually made a good point. Like, one of the biggest success stories out in Minnesota has been the strikes, right? And having I am surprised that that strike is so soon, because something that to like organize such a huge national strike takes so much effort. I hope it works out.
I think I'm going to participate.
Hell yeah.
Well, and also too, I mean, think about the 60s. You know, it was the bus boycotts. It was the March on Alabama.
But
March
those
on
took
Washington.
months, if not years, to plan for.
They
know?
did, but at the same
didn't have
time,
signal chat.
like, you know, this isn't the 60s, and it's a lot faster to get information from me to you.
True.
They
So,
didn't have a signal chat.
Yeah, so things can happen a lot
What's
faster for
signal?
good and for bad. It's just figuring out how to make those channels.
You don't know signal?
I don't, but we're not having that conversation today.
Oh, it's an encrypted messaging service.
got it.
Yeah.
It's for you.
Signal is great.
For organizers, it's for organizers. Really, the thing is, meet your neighbors, know the people that you are around, take care of the people that are around you in your community, and ultimately, like, communities are the way that we get through this. We have to get through this together with the people that we care about, because otherwise we won't make it through.
Yep.
And keep finding places of joy, because joy is resistance, but you can't just be joyful. You have to do the work too. And I'm saying this out loud to myself, you know, of like, put the work in, go to the protests. I have some privileges that I can, you know, put my body on the line in some ways. And so, you know, I'm thinking about ways that I, as a disabled, you know, an autistic disabled person, can also still contribute and feel like I'm making a difference. And yeah, my communities keep me going. Like, you know, these two here are going to be people that I, you know, care deeply about, and people that I protect and would care about if something happened to them, if they were somehow yoinked off the street. Like just think about those things, because there are ways that we can be prepared once things move to another step.
Yeah. Any last thoughts, Chris?
I think, you know, I think we've kind of hit on all the major stuff, and at the risk of turning this into a show that it's not. Maybe.
Well, let's put a bookend on this segment.
And so,
Yeah.
well, you know, here
And let's put a bookend,
Bookend.
and then talk about. Oh,
it's still made a
did it
great
hit your hand?
Yeah, I smushed my fingies.
Your poor little fingies.
You got smushed.
So we talked about this last week. We're gonna start doing a bit of a book club, kinda. I guess we'll test it out. We're gonna start. We did one. I did it. I read your shitty ass fuck ass book.
Out of spite. I didn't.
Out of
don't tell
spite.
them. Don't tell them.
You, Chris, you should just at least listen to the audiobook of the bees. It's a nightmare.
I mean, I'm sure that there will be a time when I can think of nothing else to do, and I'm going to put that one on. But I am excited to read House of Leaves.
House of Leaves. This book, I think it came out in 2000. It's an older book.
2002 maybe.
2002, yeah. So it's an older book. Older.
2000, yeah.
So it's
25 years old. That's
I
old.
feel like of the kind of books that have kind of influenced a lot of my work, this is one of the bigger ones. If you read
709 pages.
709 pages, a lot of it is like it's a lot of filler, but in a very specific kind of way. Like, yeah, okay, yeah. So if you read this book and then actually like look into other things that I've done, like the weird, the way that I have formatted a lot of the weird, the game aspect of the weird is heavily inspired by this book and how this book formats its style. It is an incredible read. This is one that you want to read late at night. You know, a dark, moody lighting, maybe putting on some drone, like some scary drone music. You know, like
Okay.
There's what's his sister wrote an album at the same time.
So listen to the album.
So it's a good album.
This is also a very as far as literature goes in the world of literature, this is a very classic piece of horror, of new age horror literature. And so as somebody who didn't have an English degree but should have probably, this is a piece of very important horror literature within the genre.
Yeah. So Chris,
Like
you can,
up there with like Frankenstein.
Chris, you can cut to my screen. So his sister, this artist Poe.
I love that Angry Johnny song.
Yeah. So this album, Haunted, was kind of like written at the same time as House of Leaves, and it's Dear Johnny is actually on the House of Leaves album.
See, there's House of Leaves 15.
Yep. So this is a great album to kind of listen at the same time. I'm not a big fan of like listening to music with words in it when I'm reading. ADHD, I can't focus. I do not know how you work and listen to audiobooks at the same time because I would die.
Well, I also knit and listen to audiobooks at the same time. Or
That's
sometimes
different.
I put together miniatures when I listen to audiobooks.
That's
or I
different.
sew and I quilt. But I mean,
You work at a job where you do writing, and if writing and listening to something at the same time, how
I
do
listen
you...
to my book in between my writing.
Got it. Got it.
In between my writing.
Get
Can I
it
just,
right, Charles.
Can I just say, so Nora and I met at a job. I'm going to go back to talk about
6.5
Paula.
years.
6.5 years ago, we met at a job. We had more training at that job, almost twice the training, at a customer service fucking job than ICE gets.
We had a lot of fun in training.
90-day training period.
Can you imagine how annoying the two of us would be in a training class? Because both of us are neurodivergent, so we'd pick up the information like that. And then it was an 8-hour training day. We'd spend the first hour and a half learning, and we would get all the information down, and then guess what we did for the rest of the time?
We created memes, like we created a group chat. We created a group chat with our training team where everybody was chatting inside of it. And then the training instructor, we got so like invested in the group chat that the training instructor would ask us questions and we didn't know what the conversation was. So we had to like bullshit fake answers when that happened. But Nora and I were top of our class.
It was easy.
It was easy as cake.
We're neurodivergent.
Yeah.
Which it's easy to forget as a neurodivergent person that other people are easily distractible in the learning environment. So I'm sorry.
Okay, back to House of Leaves. Like I mentioned last week, this is a very meta book, right? So it's got different layers, like an onion, like in Shrek.
Like an ogre.
Is there a Shrek book, like the movie to book?
Like a
Shrek?
novelization?
Like a novelization of Shrek?
let's see.
Probably. Check AO3.
Yeah. Oh.
That's not quite the same.
I bet. You know what? AO3 is not only for
If
porn.
anything, it probably was based on a child's picture book.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So, but regardless, so this, God, ADHD brain. So there's different levels. So the first level is this documentary that was filmed about this family whose house is bigger on the inside, and they find different weird rooms that didn't exist before, leading into like this huge like horror kind of story. And then the next level of that is this writer who is kind of like going through the information about that documentary, kind of like piecing the puzzle together, trying to understand if this was legitimate, if this was faked, like what is happening here. And the third level is his editor is kind of giving him notes about the book that he's writing about the documentary. So it's very meta, it's very dense, but it's got some really good formatting stuff. So like, for instance, I mentioned this last week, and Chris, you can cut to the other shot. But like in the book, like you get to these places where like you can kind of see through the pages to like different pages within the story, and it makes sense with everything that's going on. It's very interesting. You may struggle with like the formatting aspect if you're not really, I don't know. Do you do a lot of reading?
I read things.
Yeah. Right. No, I get it. The formatting may take a little bit to get used to, but
It's not an audiobook.
it could never be. Could never be. But we're going to read this. We've got 2 weeks to read this.
Pretty psyched.
We're going to talk about the book, how we feel about it. You're going to give a copy to Mandy. I'm going to be out of town that week in a place that I'm not going to say because I don't want to
Out yourself.
out myself.
You don't want Ice to come after you.
I was about to say the wrong city again.
Yeah, right.
But we're not going to say that. But I'll be out of town. We'll talk about it. I'm really excited
You'll
for you
still
guys
be
to.
here.
I will still be on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Is 2 weeks enough time? Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, I should be able to get through, I would say, a portion of it, if not at least half of it. I don't know. Kind of depends on what the next 2 weeks looks like.
It's true.
Chris, I think like it's a lot more daunting than it truly is because a lot of the ending of the book is a lot of just like
Formatted pages.
it's formatted pages is also like imagery when he was like storyboarding the book. There's like an appendix with like all of the words and what pages that they're used. So that you can kind of go through that. It gets a little insane. Poetry that he wrote about like kind of similarly. So it's like the ending, like the last probably like 100 pages aren't as like the story.
Dense.
I honestly like
Story dense.
the whole appendix starts on like page 560. No, that's appendix 2. Let's go even further back.
Ooh.
Holy moly, man.
So there's a lot of appendixes in this book, but it seems like for formatting reasons, the appendixes are important to the story. So, but it's been on my list for a long time, and I'm glad that I finally get to read it because I have a copy. That was literally the one thing that was preventing me from reading it, and the fact that my my attention span is incredibly low.
This amount of the book is the appendices. So like
200
200 pages worth of appendices. So it's a lot shorter than it seems, especially with how it's formatted.
Yeah.
And I still have my appendix.
I do too.
Charles?
Waka waka. Can I tell you guys a joke that I told my partner before we move on? So we were talking. Let me pull
I love
up.
that you continue to say my partner as if she hasn't been on the show.
I have gotten used to saying that for a lot of different reasons.
Sure.
Mostly, there's a lot of different reasons, but my partner is the kind of go-to. But
My wife.
obviously, don't cut to my screen because I don't want these like conversations leaked. So she sent me a meme, and it said, "Anytime I hear someone use the term man cave, I feel my body sag as it craves death." And then somebody responds, "It's not that much better than saying boy pussy."
I knew that was where it's gonna go.
And then somebody
great.
said, like that same person was like, "I don't think I understood the meaning of man cave." So then my partner says, "I'm going to start calling my vagina a she shed."
Oh my God, yes.
And then I said, you ready for this?
Ready.
If you are a cis woman dating a trans mask person, it's a bit of a he shed, she shed situation. Waka waka, waka waka, folks. He said she shed. Wait, fuck. This is a seashells.
It is.
This is the kind of comedy you can expect on this show, folks.
He shed, she shed.
Down by the seashore.
I'd like to see a wife she shed, Trebek.
God damn it.
You guys remember Saturday Night Live?
Yeah,
Yes.
I do. Our good pal Jeremy Kilhane is on.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
My best friend.
I wish.
Chris, what is okay? Just to start explain. I just read what you wanted to talk about, and my brain is so confused about
Pride.
this. No.
About the whole idea? Yeah.
The combination. It's like the Pizza Hut Taco Bell situation here.
Yeah. So a couple weeks ago or last week, whatever it was, doesn't matter. I went to a show in Denver called Lucha Libre and Laughs. And this is a partial, and we'll play some footage from the show here. This is a partial wrestling event and stand-up comedy event that happens at the Oriental Theater in Denver. The name of the company is Lucha Libre and Laughs. Some of the highlights are available here. It's kind of a weird setup, right? So it's your normal, typical wrestling show. They have local wrestlers, and they also have wrestlers who come in from other areas that are larger names, for example. But then you also have stand-up comedians, both telling sets or doing sets like in between matches, and also like doing live commentary for the crowd. So if you want to imagine like
Wait, hold on. Is that CM what's his name?
That was you're referring to Danhausen. That's Danhausen.
Is that actually Danhausen?
Yeah. So that's Danhausen and Shotzi Blackheart. Danhausen wrestles for All Elite Wrestling, AEW. Shotzi wrestled for WWE, and now she's working independently, so she's kind of all over the place.
They're like famous.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They bring in like some big names and stuff, but yeah, this was a super, super fun show. It's all promoted locally. So the group Lucha Libre and Laughs is based in Denver. And they do a show like every other month or so, but it's a good time. They set it up at the Oriental Theater, which is not designed for a wrestling show, as you can see. Instead of the ring being in the center and everyone being around, we're all just kind of on one side. But like, it's a very intimate kind of experience, and the wrestlers are there signing autographs and hanging out and talking with fans. And the stand-up guys were, good to, decent to good, kind of what you would expect from like a local comedy show, maybe a step above your average like open mic.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite thing was, Shotzi Blackheart, the girl with the green hair, is one of my favorite wrestlers, if not my favorite female wrestler right now, and got to meet her.
Oh, that's awesome.
Before the show. She was super cool. Her trademark thing is she calls herself the ballsy badass.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy for me to say that my favorite wrestler has bigger balls than your favorite wrestler.
Hell yeah. So I don't know, you're probably familiar with this. I just saw an ad for this today, like literally today.
Mm-hmm.
They're in Longmont in a couple months, I believe. They're doing a wrestling show called Vendetta at the Opera House, where they're doing a whole wrestling show at the Opera House in Longmont.
Oh my God. I have not heard of this yet, but that sounds amazing from the title alone.
Yeah, so
fun.
I think we need to go and do commentary on it.
I love this idea. When is it?
I'll figure out dates. I'll send you the information.
Cool.
It looks like, hold on. Ticket and events coming soon. Shit, it doesn't have any information.
It's March 7th. Saturday, March 7th.
Ooh.
It's day after my birthday.
Congrats. Happy birthday.
We're not there yet.
Happy early birthday?
I don't accept.
Happy late birthday.
Guys, front row tickets are only $30.
That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all.
At least it was on that screen and not
your Facebook.
That's fine. Yeah, we should absolutely do this.
We should.
$30 for front row.
Yeah.
Chris, we're going.
We're 100% going.
If we could pay $100 and be on the stage wrestling, do you think we could do that?
I mean, I don't think so. Their insurance probably wouldn't allow for that. But no, I mean, local wrestling is some of the best wrestling you can get, like just from an experience point of view. They're not going to be necessarily always like big stars, and they're not going to be like always the most polished, but it's a fun way to spend an evening. You go out, you have dinner beforehand or whatever, and just make an event out of it. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, these are the kind of shows that will turn you into a wrestling fan.
As a queer person, it's basically like a drag show, but like with wrestling.
No, it literally is. Honestly,
it's drag.
This'll get. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna start this. I've got a hot take about that.
Yeah.
And I think this is a great time for us to jump into our next segment
Yeah.
called Around the Net.
Yeah.
Around the net.
Okay, so I've got a few different things for you guys here today. First off, I know you are familiar with it, and I know we talked about it a little bit beforehand, but Chris, I'm going to say this and you're going to say no, even though I explained it right before the show. Are you familiar with Subway Takes?
No.
Okay, so Subway Takes is this this video series where this guy takes a microphone onto the subway, clips it to his subway card, Metro card, and interviews people that have. It started out with just like random people on the subway, and then now it's evolved into like famous people, obviously.
Comedians,
people. Right? Exactly.
Victor Jones, one of my favorite musical artists, was on.
Nice.
Or is going to be on this week.
So it's a huge show, but people leave like. A lot of these are some like very like mundane takes. Some of them are pretty interesting. Like there was this couple who were like, I think people get too much therapy. I don't think therapy should exist. And I was like, that's a hot take.
Whoa.
Because they're
That's a
like,
very
people
hot
should
take.
be making mistakes. And I think like people use therapy speak too much to kind of like, you know, not allow themselves to grow as people. And I was like, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. That's a good hot take. So I found a video, watched it. It was very funny. It's kind of like making fun of that concept of the Subway Takes. And we'll jump into it.
I think that there should be a version of Great British Bake Off where you got be another British guy's hands and you make a cake with him. And I think I would switch it up.
I think all race cars should be Waymo. So no one gets hurt, and the winner is predetermined like wrestling. And we put the CEO for the company sponsoring the car in the back.
I think performative males are good. Paints his nails and listens to music I like. That sounds nice.
My take is that all sex is gay. Because
Wow.
of the sounds that you make.
I think tampons should come with a blind box toy. When I
Yeah.
have my period, I could have a surprise, like a type of Labubu or something. My stash is kind of a blind box.
You should not be able to wear a digital watch if you're over 13. Sorry, time to learn a clock.
All men are bad except for the ones that are nice to me specifically.
Oh, yeah.
I think we should have all you should eat buffets. It's just a plate. You just finish it's on your
Restaurant.
plate. Restaurant.
More video games should have big head mode.
We should have consent forms before somebody talks to you on a plane.
Disney adults implies the existence of Disney children, and I don't think that's good.
If I get home and I find out that I had something in my teeth all day and I was with you and you don't tell me, I should get one free pass to cancel plans with you anytime that I want.
I think on Antiques
support that
Roadshow, when they tell you how much money it's worth, they should also tell you if they even like it.
There should be a cross between an Uber and an ambulance that comes to pick you up if you shit your pants.
Uber.
Instead of body is T, I think you should say body is uppercase P or lowercase b, depending on if a person has a big butt or a big boob.
Speeding tickets given by cops who are hiding should cost less. I didn't see you. You're being sneaky. I got scared, so I went fast.
Wait, I was scared because I didn't see you. I don't know how much that one works.
That's Mike Falzone. And the lady, I don't remember her name. I've seen her pop up quite a bit on my.
She's very funny.
She's so funny. She makes fun of a lot of like that kind of content, and like it's really great. But Mike Falzone, I've been following for years. He was a part of SourceFed for a long time. He does a lot of comedy. He's great comedian, definitely. He does like his social media content for like crowd work for his audience. He'll be like, all right, you two right here, what I want you to say to this microphone is that you're married and that you cheated on each other's husbands. Say it so I have good social media content. Beautiful,
So good.
beautiful. So my question for you both, what's your Subway take?
Most people who
Onions should be banned.
What?
Onions should just be banned.
Go fuck yourself. 100% disagree.
That's extreme.
That's extreme. All
I think-
onions.
I'm not anti-immigrant, but I'm anti-onion. If you eat an onion, get the fuck out of here.
That is okay. Do you like onion like flavoring, like onion seasoning in foods?
Raw Funyuns.
I don't need it.
Funyuns. Can you get down on
Fuck
some Funyuns?
Funyuns.
We have to stop this
I
show.
know. I think we need to just.
Hey, you wanted a
Gotta
hot
go home.
take.
This is
Okay, I have a hot take. Small dog owners shouldn't own dogs.
Ooh.
okay. I like that one. You want to hear mine?
Yep.
My hot take. I think wrestling is better queer media than drag.
Ooh.
I think it is more homoerotic. Number one.
It's true.
I think it plays with masculine, like especially very similarly to drag, where it like
Plays with gender.
plays with gender significantly.
Gender expression.
Um,
That's drag.
But also, like, it's significantly more. These people are significantly more athletic a lot of the time when it comes to this stuff, and I feel like it's just better queer media.
We have a local drag queen and wrestler, Crystal.
Cool.
She mostly does wrestling
Hell
down
yeah.
in Denver. Somebody online was like, "Baby No Money, he's a drag king."
I love the
He-
camera.
He approved.
But you have to show off like how far, like
So,
cameras
okay.
over here.
Come back, Chris. Come back. I've knit probably 4.5, 5 inches.
You're killing it.
Hell yeah. That's a hat.
Yep, I'm rage knitting.
Hell yeah.
It's a rage hat.
It wouldn't fit on my giant head. I have to get
Stretches.
Okay, here's my hair. My hair is a nightmare right now. Let's get it up as high as humanly possible right now.
Oh yeah.
This beanie is so giant.
That is here.
You could
Compare.
fit like 2 heads in that beanie.
Like put my beanie on real quick.
Beanie, no money.
This is like a normal beanie.
Wow.
This is a normal size beanie, and I'm stretching it out.
Charles, where did Nora go?
What?
Where did Nora go? I can't find her.
Oh, I don't see you. Oh, peekaboo. Oh, shit. I have to wear this giant beanie for my giant head. I'm actually sitting like 6 to 7 inches behind Nora.
He is. Yeah.
Just to like fit, like make my head not look as big as
to force the perspective.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, wrestling is better than the drag for
I
queer.
think that's a solid hot take. I think that you can. There's definitely some good hot takes on the Subway takes, but most of them are really lukewarm.
Yeah, I know. It's just like,
I think that that's boring.
especially like the celebrity ones, because they can't ruin their image, right?
They're so PR trained.
Right. They're so PR trained that they're like, I don't like grilled cheese, and I'm like,
Right. Also, who doesn't like grilled cheese?
yeah,
Probably. You know who doesn't like grilled cheese? Mandy.
she doesn't like cheese.
That's
Mm-hmm.
true. She doesn't agree with her.
Yeah, there you go. Grilled cheese is a fantastic dinner.
Have you watched the Alton Brown grilled cheese?
I
Mm-hmm.
have not.
He grills the cheese first, and then
just the cheese by itself?
yeah, and then puts it into the sandwich.
Which
Oh.
he has been very awesome on TikTok, by the way.
he's-
He's like just going, he's doing his thing on TikTok and he's doing his good eats thing on TikTok.
Hell yeah.
Do we all remember? I think we've gotten a little bit forgetful.
What?
But I think I can remember that he went super right wing
Oh, did
the
he?
first Trump administration.
Alton
Especially
Brown?
Alton Brown went like super right wing.
He's from Georgia. And
Yeah.
so-
I don't want to say that that's actually the case. That's just what I remember. But like,
I do know for a fact he's from Georgia and he's white. So.
so then, yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, if that's the criteria, then you know.
But can we not like eat food made by racists? You know?
well, soul food made by like black and brown people will generally taste better.
Okay, here's a hot Subway take for you.
What?
Aunt Jemima is a way better name than Pearl Milling Company.
I agree with that.
I think it's racist.
I mean, it is still, problematic because they
Pearl
stole
Milling?
her likeness.
From black mammies everywhere.
Yeah. Was it a woman named Jemima, or was it like they created the most like?
I think it's the second option. They created an amalgam of the most racist mammy that they could come up with. Yeah.
Cool.
I took food
Dead
and
air.
politics class.
I love it.
Politics class is
Charles,
enlightening.
what's the next video?
I love how we'll get there.
You're welcome.
I like how Nora just jumps in and becomes the Debbie Downer.
You can even give me a.
Yeah, I need to work in the like zooming camera into her face
Yeah,
gag
'cause-
thing.
Just
Perfect.
all right. So also, you guys know that I love a weird little guy.
I love
Okay, you know what? Hold on. Real quick, just to make sure we're not incorrectly demonizing the wrong people. Alton Brown in 2020 said that he almost always voted Republican, but that the 2016 presidential election was the first time he considered voting for a Democrat. Brown supported Joe Biden in the 2020 election, as well as Democrats running in U.S. Senate races in
Okay.
Georgia.
I want to like do a little bit more research because I swear that he went like and said some weird shit during lockdown.
It's quite possible.
But
I mean,
Now-
everyone was out of their minds during lockdown.
Yeah.
Charles.
And that's the other thing. Like, there is space for people who realize that they're wrong and didn't vote for him the second time. Anyway, you had a weird little guy.
okay. So, who's your favorite of my weird little guys to date?
Well, I think technically Squirrel King Jack was my weird little
Right.
guy. But I like the Cash rapper, the rapper Cash.
Oh yeah,
my favorite.
type shit guy.
Yeah.
I love that guy. Chris, who's like your favorite that I showed you to date?
None of them.
None of them? Well, we may
Actually-
have a contender for your first favorite.
Ooh, I'm excited.
So this guy, so to like take a step back, I saw a video of another podcast talking about this guy. And I saw the video and I was like, this is incredible.
Who is this man?
And regardless of them kind of doing the same thing on their video that we're going to be doing here, I don't care because this guy is brilliant. He writes his own catchphrases and he releases like dozens of new catchphrases that you can use every day. Almost every day he's releasing new catchphrases. So
I do love a good catchphrase.
he's got multiple for you in this video. So Chris, you
I'm
can.
the guy that makes all those popular catchphrases such as, "That dog so cool must have gone to dog school." "I'm best buds with a chud." "You gotta act like a hacky shack."
What?
"Have half a guava."
Half a
Such a
guava.
sussy delicacy.
Such a sussy
"Watch
delicious.
this dish. A kitchen glitch." "Damn it. Must have been the bacon bag." "Run airplane mode, you toad." "Pass the sauce, sauce balls." "Spill the tea, USB queen."
That makes no sense.
USB-C me. "I freeze it for free." "That's a cursed t-shirt." "Let's share cherub cherub."
Cursed
"I'm
teacher.
confidently confident." Use these catchphrases as much as you like. Catchphrases are for everyone, and it's okay. 'Cause I'm just a regular guy. Hey.
Holy shit. What the hell?
USB-C me.
Pass the sauce balls. I sent that to my partner last night when I saw it. And then I immediately did an audio message and I said, "Pass the sauce balls." And
a
she
cursed
didn't.
t-shirt.
She will always react to everything that I send. She didn't react to that one.
That was probably the best one, was the sauce ball.
Oh, yeah, that's a
Do
cursed.
you USB-C me? What did he say about the USB queen?
I don't know.
Something, yeah, I don't know.
It's encouraging.
Have half a guava. Like, I know you know this. Chris, I don't think you realize how this is going to be the things that I say for months. Like, this man, the things that I am going to use all of these catchphrases all the time now because they are going to be ingrained in my brain.
There's something special.
I can't wait to ignore all of your catchphrases, Charles. Although I will say, out of the weird little guys that you've brought on the show, I dislike this one the least.
Cool. Well, I've got some more videos of his. Yeah, but you play the second video.
Is that the catchphrase guy? Want some matter cheese platter? For Christmas catchphrase guy? I want a radish. You want a radish? I'm famished for a radish.
Oh,
I'm an
dear.
iPhone 16. More like iPhone 617. But I don't have an iPhone
That's not a
617.
catchphrase.
Go elf yourself.
Go elf yourself.
What? What?
Okay.
6, 7.
Now you know me. I love a story.
Yeah.
Things took a turn.
Yeah.
Play the video.
I'm the guy that makes those popular catchphrases such as, is that an AI dog or an analog dog? Anyway, I had to bury my dog today, and turns out he was indeed an analog dog.
Okay, we can't play the audio. Sorry, I forgot to cut the audio. It is 100% Coldplay. He's like, I've got a new catchphrase for you, but also I want to tell you that my dog died.
He's like smiling. Oh my god, it's so sad.
Wow. And I thought that guy, cheating on his wife was the most embarrassing Coldplay thing.
Rest in peace, Diesel.
Hey, whatever happened to that guy? We should check in with him.
I remember his LinkedIn was delightful.
And the woman got far much more pushback than the man did. Like, she got
Of course.
punishment.
Of course
And even
that's
though
what
she
happened.
was like on her way to being divorced and blah blah blah. Yeah, there was a whole profile on her in the New Yorker recently.
Ugh. Okay.
It was,
Well, that's my delightful.
what was the dog one?
What?
Is that a dog school?
Oh yeah. Oh god. Can you play the first video?
first video again.
Just that first line.
God damn it.
I'm the guy that makes those popular catchphrases such as, that dog so cool must have gone to dog school.
Dog
Best
school.
buds with the Judd.
Best buds with the
Got hacked like a
Judd.
hacky shack.
Okay. It's gonna start hurting laughing. Okay. That dog's so cool, must have gone to dog school. The next time I see my next door neighbor, I just cooked her, I baked her cookies.
Yeah. That dog's so cool.
She's got this like cute little poodle-esque dog, and I'm gonna be like, that dog's so cool, must have gone to dog school. And she will never talk to me ever again.
Yeah, I mean, you're lucky if you don't get pepper sprayed at that point.
Oh, my chest hurts.
Too much funny.
So folks, what have either of you seen Magic Mike?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Wait, okay, which one? Magic Mike XL?
Magic Mike.
I mean, you've seen the entire trilogy now?
I've seen the entire franchise. I have seen the show in Vegas. I haven't seen the show in Vegas. I have watched all the movies. Magic Mike XL is a very good movie. Like, legitimately great movie.
The first movie's not
but
so good.
What happens when you're clicking around the internet and you find the wrong Magic Mike?
This is Wizard Michael. Hell yeah! Wait, I thought it was like a Snapchat filter at first. That's just
real.
somebody in a Michelangelo costume. Is this a wedding?
Yes. And he's doing a full chair dance. He's dancing to Pony.
Wait.
That's not AI.
No, that's
That's
real.
not AI, folks.
That's one a hundo real.
Okay, this... There's a man wearing a top hat in the background. And in any other party, he would be the weird one.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Who hired Michelangelo?
I want to know, like,
Was that asked for?
knowing
Had to have
weddings,
been.
like, they know what's going on a lot of the time. This is like something that the bride and groom agreed on.
Specifically requested.
Yeah.
Was it? Do you have any other information?
I
Was
do
it
not,
only
sadly,
Michelangelo?
But I'd like to think that, like, there was a Ninja Turtle party booked in the same venue as the wedding party, and they were just like across the hallway.
Oh, I've seen many like furry conventions and weddings happening at the same time.
Exactly,
And
that
they show up
kind
in
of
photos.
thing. And they were just like, hey, you know what? Come on over to the wedding. Why not?
Right. Oh my God, that's amazing.
That is great.
Who would you guys like, if you guys had somebody dress up like a character at your wedding, right? Who would you want?
I mean, I would say like Sonic the Hedgehog, because we saw that video with Sonic the Hedgehog giving the eulogy.
Oh my
but
God, yes.
I don't know. Rocky
I don't
Balboa.
know.
Rocky Balboa.
Just hanging out at your wedding, walking around, no shirt on, wearing those like boxing shorts.
Do you want like Sly in Rocky 1 or Sly in Creed?
Sly in Creed, where he sounds like Squirrel Man.
It's me, Sly Sylvester. I'm gonna feed a squirrel a cookie. Hey, everybody, it's me.
Squirrel King Stallone.
I'm the real Squirrel King, alright? I'm so glad that I have worked on my Squirrel King Jack impression, because that's a pretty close
Yeah.
Sly, Sylvester, Stallone, Slam, Jamma band.
Yeah. I'm trying to read your shirt.
Okay, what does it say? Read it out loud.
Ohio goes, I'm off.
Ohayou gozaimasu. Chris, you could say it too.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
It means good morning in Japanese.
Okay.
Which it's probably about
That's
time.
a cursed t-shirt.
That's a cursed t-shirt. Half a guava. Why don't you just go half a guava, you fucking asshole? Get out of my fucking face and go eat half a guava. Ugh. Ooh, yeah. All right. Well, does anybody want to explain loudspeaker while I get this presentation going?
Chris?
Oh, sure.
You know what? Honestly, Nora, what's loudspeaker?
Nora,
Okay.
yeah, bring it up.
Loudspeaker. I'm doing this totally off script here.
You've got this. You've
We
heard
are
us
a
fumble through this.
local radio station that is non-for-profit.
Yep.
So if you donate to us, you can write it off in your taxes.
Yep.
Tax season's coming up. We have multiple.
Well, you can't do it now and write it off for
Next
this year.
year,
You have to
next
write
year.
it for next year.
Yeah, if you donated to us last year, which we love you if you did, write it off. Don't forget. We have multiple music stations where we play. We pay per play for our artists, and it's not algorithm or AI based. This music is provided and recommended by our DJs. We have multiple shows that happen at Loudspeaker. So we have this one. We have the one about trauma, talking trauma. I know
Corbin.
Corbin has a show. I haven't met Corbin in person, so it's okay. Corbin has a show. And we also have a studio where if you want to do podcasting or have a live show, we have a space for you to do that if you're interested.
Low cost.
So,
you know, we try to make it affordable for the community. So if you're in Northern Colorado, you can definitely rent out the space.
We're up in Fort Collins, but you can also find us online at loudspeaker.org, as you can see right there. And you can also tune in at any time. Not right now, obviously, because
I mean, you could
listening
just
to
leave the
us.
show.
Don't do that. I would be personally offended. But once the show is done, you can go listen to all the music that your heart desires over on any of our 6 stations.
5
stations. Sorry, getting a little excited there. 5 stations that play all different kinds of music. So.
Oh, our 6th station is launching very soon, and we didn't plan it this way, but our 6th station is a 60s station.
Nice. So, I actually feel like I explained loudspeaker pretty well.
You did a
did
fucking
great.
killer job. Out of a score of 10, Chris, what would you give it?
Solid 8.5.
I'd say that 8.5. You got some room to grow.
Yeah. I got the big points. In there.
You did a great job. So yeah, folks, we'd love for you to support us either here on Vibe Check or across the globe at any of the loudspeaker projects. And without your support, we wouldn't be here doing this show. So once again, that's loudspeaker.org. You can call in and leave us a message too. That's 888-853-VIBE. Please give us a call, leave us a message. Let us know how are you feeling?
Talk to us.
Talk to us. Tell me. I haven't talked to you in a few weeks. You know, the world's rough, and I just wanted to check in and tell you that I care. So just leave me a message instead of talking to me direct.
How do the kids do the hearts these days? The finger hearts? This is the
This one. It's the pointer and middle fingers turning into a heart, which honestly, worst fucking heart.
Yeah, that's mine's
not
like
great
real.
art.
Okay.
That's not good.
Okay, Gen Alpha, let's
That's
talk
not
about
good.
this. You are making claws. You've got here, you've got here, you've got here.
Yeah, like what's hard about this? That's perfect.
Why do we have to go like
That's
fucking like?
Too millennial coded.
Yeah, it's too cringy to go. You have to go.
There, I got it.
Yeah, not everything is broken and needs to be fixed. Some things work just fine.
Right, exactly.
Straining my middle. Maybe I need to practice using my middle finger.
You know, Chris, you bring up a good point though. There are some things that do need to be broken and fixed, which goes into my main topic of the week. That it is time for us to put the woke mind virus behind us and move into woke 2.0, or as I like to call it, dark woke. So I've got a presentation for you guys today, letting you guys know that it is time to go dark woke. Chris, can you see this on my screen? It's time to go dark woke. So before we go dark woke, I think it's really important for us to take a look back at woke, right? What is woke, where it came from, why we say the term woke. So first off, I want to ask you guys, what does woke mean? And bonus question, bonus points, if you can answer, when did the term roughly originate?
I think the term originated around the 2016 election,
Okay.
maybe before.
Okay. Chris, when did the term woke... Oh, what does woke mean?
So for my understanding of woke is that it means anything Republicans don't like. But generally speaking, it's come to mean basically anything that represents what some feel would be progressive politics or progressive ideology. That could mean rights for the queer community. It could mean rights for women and bodily autonomy. It could mean better representation in media and culture, or just basically anything that represents a progressive view of the world.
And I also feel like the word woke kind of took over for politically correct, like the term politically correct, where woke is something that is, it's kind of a synonym for politically correct, but then it's kind of been bastardized in some ways.
Chris, do you have an idea of when the term was coined?
I would say I would agree with Nora sometime around the 2016 election or slightly before then, because it might have been used prior to that, but it certainly wasn't part of the like constant cultural conversation until that point, at least from what I noticed.
Yeah, well, you guys are completely wrong because it did originate in the 1920s and 1930s.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Of course it
100%. So this is actually very interesting and going into like part of what we're talking about today, which is like it is woke is AAVE. Are you guys familiar with AAVE, Chris?
No.
It's African American Vernacular English, and it's just like black slang is like a
Your
unique
jive
term.
talk.
Yeah, like using the term
Talking jive.
talking jive, right? That's African American Vernacular English. And the term woke originated, and there's like songs with the term woke from the 30s. There's philosophers in the 20s who talked about woke. This term, just like a lot of African American Vernacular English and a lot of black slang, kind of starts from the black community and then evolves into, we'll go into like the cycle of content there. But it was really truly about racial prejudice and discrimination. There's a folk singer in the 30s who used the phrase, being woke during his song, The Scottsboro Boys. This is kind of like one of the more like impactful use is the more popular one. And the Scottsboro Boys was this true story of these 9 black teens who were falsely accused of raping 2 women. Over time, right, it kind of broadened the scope of what woke meant. It also included being, awake, being mindful of like sexism
It's like
and
having
queer
your
rights.
eyes open
Right.
to
The truth of the world, right? Being open. So like black families would tell each other like, it's important for you to like stay woke.
Stay woke.
Because they wanted you to be mindful that like, regardless of what you do, you could be painted as a villain the moment you walk into society. So that's where the term the term stems from, and it's just really important for us to see that. And now it's used, like you said, Chris, by conservatives who make fun of the left, right? That's some woke shit. There's a woman in that video game. Fucking woke shit.
That's why I say it's bastardized.
So I want to talk about the cycle of AAVE, because this is just with most slang. Like I mentioned earlier, like last week when I tried to get you to say no cap. Remember that, Chris? It's just another version of like the slang that we use, and this everybody uses this, right?
But where did it come from?
It came predominantly from POC communities, especially from Black slang. So the cycle of Black slang starts within the Black community, right? And then the cool kids and the white gays
It's true.
start talking because they want a lot. Here's my criticism of white gays. A lot of them try to just use AAVE and try to look as black as humanly possible. And so like the language goes to the youth, and then it goes to popular culture, and then Chris Lanphier says it, and then it's dead.
Right, but it's like, it's, yeah.
I am always at the end of the trend.
So they actually made this joke on SNL this weekend, where they made Colin Jost say a lot of this slang, and they would just show just like a dead RIP grave of each thing. And the moment he said it, it was just, oh God. Obviously, we can't play SNL on this show.
SNL is great. You guys should watch it this season. Anyway.
Okay, so like, and this happens all the time.
This has happened significantly with ballroom culture and gay culture in general, of like the white queers have kind of taken over the ballroom scene and used that as their, as their language, and, appropriated the language in their own usage. And then also beauty standards. A lot of the beauty standards that we have right now for women are beauty standards that come very naturally to Black women and women of color, and don't necessarily come easy to us.
Yeah.
As me as a white person. So.
Yeah.
Can we just pause for a second? Charles, can you go back to the previous slide on your thing? I want to note in the upper right corner, it says company name.
Hey, I'm going to move to the next slide because I did make this earlier today and I did use a template, and it probably says that multiple times. Fuck. No, I'm kidding. Thank you for pointing that out, Chris. You're fired.
Oh, fuck. All right.
This is my fucking show.
I'm going to take my sash and go then.
Okay, all right, back to the presentation. I do think that there are some very valid criticisms of the woke mind virus, right? Like it is very white centric. When people are talking about woke, it's usually the white people who are talking for Black people. The messaging, from woke people is very passive. Like I was joking about in the opener, right? The Democrats have taken no actionable steps, and whenever they like condemn things, we just see articles about these strongly worded letters, right? So like it's just very passive. There isn't much action. It's politically correct to a fault. Like nobody can say anything and accidentally be wrong. Or you can't really
it's the left's version of thoughts and prayers.
Right.
It's a way to say something and not actually do anything.
Right. Yeah. And like it also, like the politically correct aspect of it is like it doesn't allow people the chance to learn and grow. Right. I think like especially this happens with like white people in general, where white people are super easy to condemn people for not like knowing something, right? Especially with how things change so significantly. So instead of teaching somebody and letting them grow, we banish them into the ether and never talk about them again. Right. The messaging for woke, like, it's very thoughtful, but it's very like unfocused. Oh, excuse me. It's very unfocused. And what I mean by that is like we tend on the left to use a bunch of theory, very like very technical terms. You know, when we talk about like socialist theory, it just glazes people over. It doesn't get to the point of what people actually truly care about, and it's just like it just doesn't work a lot of the time. And then it's like I mentioned, it's very binary, right? There's no room for the grays, for people to make mistakes, to grow. It's very black or white, which is, you know, kind of comical that this has been overtaken by white people to saying this. So
Yeah.
Well, I see that so much in pop culture too, especially like in the wake of Me Too, where people would make apologies for past transgressions, and then the online community would proceed to pick every aspect of those statements apart to try to find ways that they were wrong. There's so much of this that is the snake eating its own tail, where you know, you say something and there's no way you can say it right for every potential audience.
Ouroboros.
That's right. That's the term I was looking for.
No, you're good. I just wanted to say the word Ouroboros.
It's great. That's
How
a great
often do you
word.
get that chance?
Not often.
I say it more often than I think most people, honestly.
Probably a good thing.
It's not what my shirt says, basically.
Yeah, that's
Ouroboros.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oro goes Boris.
If I went to Japan and I accidentally said Ouroboros in front of somebody, I would take myself to the suicide forest and hope that Jake Paul shows up. Or Logan Paul. Okay.
It's been that kind of week. You guys get it.
So we're going to Dark Woke.
It's a suicide forest kind of week.
I think woke has led to some, I think, the most problematic leftist groups online. Like, Chris, are you familiar with bean soup theory?
I'm not. I've never seen that term before.
You know bean soup theory. Okay.
It's so pervasive on today's internet.
So, what if I told you were to create this like beautiful bean salad, right? And you're showing people online, like, here's my beautiful bean salad. It's super healthy. It's got a ton of protein, ton of fiber. You know, this is what I love to eat on a regular basis, just to fill me up.
Here's the recipe.
Here's the recipe. And what if somebody came to you and online and left a comment saying, what if I don't like beans? This is not about you. So like, that's the bean soup theory. It's just like, you talk about something and it's not for that person who may not like that piece of content, but they still make a habit of making it about themselves. And usually it's white people.
It's almost always white people.
It's almost always the whiteys. The crackers, if you will. I can say that, right?
Can you?
I think I can.
We're dark woke now.
So, and then also like tenderqueers. Chris, have you ever heard of the term tenderqueer?
I've heard the term tenderqueer, but I honestly couldn't tell you what it means.
You know tenderqueers? Yeah, okay, we both know.
This is the face of somebody who's known tenderqueers.
So tenderqueers, also a very white community, are queer people who tend to hide behind their queerness to remove any sense of accountability for themselves. So like, you know, they could accidentally cause like microaggressions or say something kind of racist to like people of color. And
or
then that
even
people
something against the community, anti-lesbian, right?
Yeah. So, but then, you know, the person that they're talking to, you know, when they are responding to this, being like, "Hey, what you said to me is kind of, offensive." You know, maybe that person will use the wrong pronouns, right? So then the tenderqueer person goes, "It's about me. How dare you hurt my feelings, even though I was racist? Oh, how dare you tell me to clean up my room? Oh, that's a microaggression. Oh."
It's a microaggression to be that stinky and have roommates. Let me fucking tell you.
Yeah.
It is a macroaggression to be that smelly and live with roommates? I'm talking to you right now. Anyway.
Me?
No, the camera. I'm talking to
Oh,
them
okay.
out there.
You at home right now.
It is a macroaggression to be as stinky as you are.
You are such
shower.
a stinky little bitch right
Shower.
now. I can smell you through this lens.
Oh.
Through this black magic 4K pocket cinema camera and Sigma lens, I can smell your stanky ass crack.
Yeah. Wash. Anyway, with soap. Anyway, this isn't for personal experience.
Do you think, Chris, from like a technical standpoint, that we can like introduce like a new like standard of HDMI that has stank through it? Like you can feed stank through
Oh
the
God,
TV
please
lines?
no.
We've been trying to
Please,
do
I
that
hope
since
not.
Willy Wonka.
I don't want that.
I'd never
No
want to
one wants
watch.
that.
I don't ever want smell-o-vision on any television ever. I don't want to smell. That is like, if it's not good smells, I'm out.
Well, that was one of the things in Ready Player One where like they had a scent tower, but people would like purposely program bad scents just for the people who had scent towers. Like that's what it would devolve into so fast.
Right. So, okay, so
Anyway.
also like Democratic leadership has a tendency of having that same passive-aggressive woke mentality.
Or just passive.
Right. You know, so, and then, you know, just in general, like the things that we have led to because of that, the passiveness of Democrats and liberals has kind of led to moments like this. You know, like liberals don't vote. They're very passive people. There's audio happening?
I don't know. You have to ask Chris about that.
Oh, okay. Well, how do we fix it? Right? How do we fix the wokeness in our society? Nora, what would you say?
Cannabis.
Cannabis is good. Chris, what do you have any thoughts about how to fix woke?
Dead air.
Dead air. I'm
Chris.
guessing. I hope that you are good. Are you okay? Are you alive?
Yeah.
Chris, blink twice. Blink twice if you're okay. Okay. I love you. And if somebody is holding a gun to your head, you can tell me.
No, that was my way of saying I don't. The conversation seems so large, I couldn't even begin to tell you how to fix it.
Right. So I think there's a few things. So the way that we fix that is by breaking down woke and introducing woke 2.0 or dark woke. So it's really like the whole idea about dark woke is like being less passive, more aggressive, not passive aggressive, just aggressive and actionable in our messaging, right?
Yeah.
Being able to actually take it. Let's get my chin out of this screenshot there. Unless you just wait, hold on. It is so hard for me now to do double
I don't
chin.
even have a double chin anymore.
Yeah, I know. It's
Can't do it.
it's so unfortunate. R.I.P. 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 in peace. Double chin. Being focused about our messaging. Like, for instance, you know, like when we're talking to, you know, Republican family members, you know, and they're saying things like, I don't want, you know, illegals taking up jobs that are for Americans, right? You can say something like, I think that we have a lot in common with that thought, right? For an example, you don't want people to be working those jobs. I don't want people to be working illegally as well, right? Because I do feel on my end that those people are being taken advantage of, right? And those people, you know, don't have the ability to get jobs. And also, those people pay taxes. Did you know that? On all of those wages, they're not just like feeding from the systems. They pay into the system. You know what? And we should allow them to work those legally. And that's a great way to start that focused messaging. And instead of being like, actually, if you actually, and then start turning yourself into a dork ass nerd. Let's focus on being politically correct, right? Allowing people to, you know, say a slur that they didn't realize was a slur, you know, calling somebody who is being homophobic, calling them the F slur, right? You know, like being punching back, right? A lot of the dark woke is truly using the same, like fighting fire with fire, using the same kind of messaging tactics as like the Republicans and conservatives have done for years now. Instead of, I think there was like, my favorite piece of this is like the, what is it? The Good Place. Have you guys seen The Good Place?
Yep.
I've not seen The Good Place.
There's this like scene later on in the show
You
where
should watch it, Chris. It's awesome.
where like heaven and hell are fighting basically, and hell is like taking action and like destroying things, and heaven's like, you know what? We'll take it. We'll take a vote in 6 months to see if we'll create an actionable plan to do something.
Yeah.
It's very much like that passive nature. We want to be more actionable, like Republicans have been, because you know, because we've been so passive. Now they own everything. It's great. It's great. And then just chilling the fuck out. Like if somebody says something
love of
wrong,
God.
you know, like just taking a deep breath and just chilling. It's okay.
It's not all personal.
It's not all personal. People make mistakes. People do shitty things.
And we need to have grace for people who want to do better.
Absolutely.
But the key is they need to be wanting to do better.
And are actively taking steps to do
and
better.
trying. They're trying. We need to see attempts. Please.
So let's
Try it.
Let's put some dark woke into practice, and I've got a couple pieces of like examples that I want to show you guys. One is from the actual Democratic Party's social media account, and another one is a separate video from a singular content creator. So Chris, you can play that first video.
They actually highlighted this on Weekend Update last weekend because one of the new cast members is from Minnesota, and he was like, "Just watch that again. Just watch that again. I want to watch that one more time." And I think during his Weekend Update segment, I think they watched it 10 times.
That's amazing. I still feel like this piece of content is still leaning more into the passive side of things, and this is from the actual Democratic Party. I think like their social media game is on point, but we talked about this before the show, but like having people, you know, on social media going, "Oh, you just fucking burned the Republicans," when they're actively shooting and killing people in the street is like not what we need to be necessarily doing, but it's a step in the right direction for at least having the right messaging. So this next one is a creator who's been taking action on the giant conglomerate Amazon.
Oh yeah.
It's been 10 months. 10 months of continuously buying and returning anvils on Amazon. That's 263 orders, 28,930 pounds of freight. That's almost a whole truck, maybe even two. Every day I click add to cart on that anvil, and every day I think, maybe today they'll finally disable my mom's account. So now, I've done something that I thought I'd never do. Every time an anvil arrived at my home, I chipped a piece off. And every time I chipped a piece off, I'd weld it to the other pieces I'd chipped off until eventually, well, I'm not just buying anvils anymore. I'm making them. And I'm gonna keep doing that until somebody stops me.
Oh my God.
This is the epitome of dark woke. This is the actionable woke plans. This is the stuff like taking advantage of company policies like Amazon, who will take things back, you know, no questions asked, you know, and having it be such a large company that like things like this are so automated. These are the things that if you can do this at any kind of scale, right? These are the things that you can really fuck with a company like Amazon. And those are my two kind of pitches. Those are other people. I don't have any of my own things that I'm doing.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying at all. Legally, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, no, we're not doing anything.
Of anything of this kind of scale. But I just want to. No, this is not a joke. For legal reasons, right here, this is not a joke.
We're not doing anything.
We're not doing anything.
We're just putting it out there.
Right. It's just
As
being like
educational.
Right. These are the kinds of things that, like, if you're a big company, you should be watching out for. But if you're like people who don't like a company, you could be doing things like this to take advantage of their policies and their automations. We're just putting it out there.
We're just letting you know.
So, in my thesis for all of this is we need to put dark woke into practice. Do you feel like you could put dark woke into practice?
I would need to think about it, but yes, I think about how I could.
Chris, do you feel like you could put dark woke into practice?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I've got one more slide for you, Chris, because you officially have earned something from this, and you can cut to my screen. Chris is now officially allowed to use one use of the F slur every single episode. So, Chris, if you wouldn't mind just saying that out loud for us right now. Let the F slur just ring out. You've got this, my dude.
Charles. You are such a...
This is a trick, and I don't know how.
Before the show, I pulled Nora aside just to explain that we were doing this, and Chris was like, "What are you guys what are you guys scheming?
You guys scheming?" And Charles goes, "No," and I go, "Yeah," at the same time.
So okay, that's my presentation. Yay! I love this. Like, we need to create like an actual show, like a presentation template.
I agree, because I love a presentation, as you know.
Yep, I think we all do.
Yep.
Yes.
Very well done, Charles.
Thank you so much. And Chris, no, actually, I have one final slide. Actually, any questions?
Can I say the F slur?
You have.
I have.
On this show.
Nora has already used her F slur.
Yeah, I have. That's true.
Not this week.
Not this week. That's true.
You get more than one a week,
Charles.
More than one a week?
Chris does get the pass. I'm saying this right now, Chris. You could say it in front of anybody and then say that I said that you said it.
If it slips
I don't think
out-
that's going to play very well for you.
Would give me a pass on that.
Right. Yeah. Other people may not be like, hey, I do have the F slur pass. They can call me and they can talk to me and be like, hey, look, like I did, I have,
But they're going to wonder under what authority, you conveyed that pass.
Under dark woke rules. We're into woke 2.0.
Yeah.
And we don't care about, these kinds of things anymore.
Right.
We're going to say the F slur.
Oh, I can feel it coming. I can.
Pull it back in. Well, I don't think we're ending the show until Chris says the F slur. Chris, you've got main topic 2. What are we talking about?
On that note, folks, it is time for another installment of It Came From Facebook.
Woo! Okay, I'm excited because we've had some good stuff that comes from Facebook, like our Colorado singles group with our RC car expert wanting to find the most 10 who's also into RC cars.
Yep.
Well, today's selection of It Came From Facebook is mostly focused on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, hell yeah.
We love Marketplace.
A lot of the things in the adult singles group are things that need to be censored, and I ran out of time.
Yeah.
So, that's just kind of what we end up with.
I'm so excited.
But our first one, we're going to start off simple. It kind of relates to the adult singles group in as much as sometimes people just need a little bit of help. My question is, what kind of help does she need?
I need some holes filled.
I need your help if you can.
Jesus Christ. You know what? Sometimes we've all been there, Nora. Chris has been there more than all of us.
Right, needing some holes filled.
There are times when I've needed holes filled.
Right. Yeah, we've all been there. Right. Baby No Money loves getting pegged. He talks about this all the time
Baby, I'm
on
on
social media.
Call me.
So you know what? I don't blame her. You know, she needs some help. You just send a message. This is Chris. I need you to do me a favor. I know this is just a screenshot. Can you go back to this and just hit the hi? Is this still available?
No. No, I don't think I feel like I would land in some like extra level of like Facebook cesspool at that point.
You should get a Facebook bot girlfriend.
You think so?
It's not real. Like, and you're having fun with it.
Yeah, that could work.
You should ask. You should just text your partner and be like, "Hey, can I have a Facebook AI girlfriend?"
It's all AI now. Because remember when you guys would text Cha-Cha?
Well, I know what I would get my Facebook AI girlfriend. I would get her the perfect gift that I also found on Facebook Marketplace. In fact, I found multiple perfect gifts. This first one, who doesn't need 4 photos of Rachel McAdams?
Oh, they look official.
Okay, hold on.
They look so. Are they?
These
signed?
are collective. Are these signed?
No,
it's just the photos.
It's just the photos, and they're $20.
It looks like 2 headshots and then like 2 promotional photos.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I feel like this is PJ's Collectibles. Who the fuck is PJ's Collectibles?
Yeah,
First off,
I don't know, but
and who gives them the right?
It caught my eye as something that just seems like a weird thing to list on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is for like an old table that you don't want anymore, or a TV that would be, impossible or difficult to ship somewhere. It's for yard sale items. It's not for like photos of celebrities that you seem to have amassed a collection of.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
So there is a liquidation of PJ's Collectibles happening. It looks like it's a real estate auction. It looks like they went out of business.
Oh, okay.
So
and their auction venue is Facebook Marketplace?
Some of it is Facebook Marketplace, but all they do is just have photos of celebrities in the things that they're in. Sometimes they're signed. A lot of times they're not.
So these are the photos that you would buy at
I am
like
really worried that if I click this, there's going to be a nude body.
I mean, probably not.
It could happen.
So,
I guess.
From iconic celebrities to models to television stars, our auction offers a wide range of autographs that are sure to captivate enthusiasts.
I know I've been waiting for a really hot photo of Laura Linney.
You know what? Honestly, Laura Linney's a babe.
I agree. Laura Linney's great, but it just seems odd to like, if you have a pile of celebrity photos, what makes you pick Laura Linney as your like go-to shot?
It's very likely that this was an autistic person who had a hyperfixation on all of these celebrities and got their pictures somehow. And because it's an estate sale, they died. And now somebody has to sell all of this shit that they found valuable. Like
I would like to contend that statement because the rest of these photos. Let's Chris, you can come back to me real quick. Let's go back. So we got Laura. We got some more classic photos.
Heather Locklear.
Classic. I feel like these photos are less about autism and hyperfixation and more about MILFs.
Porn?
I would say not porn, MILFs specifically.
Okay.
Go back to the previous slide, Charles.
Okay, so
hold on.
Oh, there's Lindsay.
It's about MILFs, but also the guy who played Shang Tsung in the really horrible 1995 Mortal Kombat TV show.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah, that is Mortal Kombat. You are correct.
Mortal Kombat Conquest.
Hell yeah, dude.
So it was an old man with autism.
And then a child from The Walking Dead. That's a little weird.
Yeah.
And then Lindsay Lohan. Okay. That's a little weird.
To be fair, old men with autism get a little weird. That's when autism didn't exist, right? They're just weird and creepy.
Or they could just be weird and creepy. They don't have to be autistic.
Yeah, I don't think this is someone who was autistic. I think this was someone who had those booths that you would find at like San Diego Comic-Con or like any comic convention really, where they have celebrities appear and people need stuff to have signed. So they have just an entire booth of these 8x10s that you can buy and then go get autographed. I think that's what.
Yeah, because see, when I think of collectors, I just think of all of the people who have collected things in my life, and they're
Sure.
very specific.
You know what?
Group of
With
people.
I have a hot take. I think with no, never mind.
Well, Charles, is your hot take so hot that you would poop your pants?
Maybe.
I just want to say that I am an adult who has tummy issues. And
Sometimes it
Then I've
happens.
got the perfect gift for you, Charles.
holy shit. No pun intended.
These adult men diapers that are available in Arvada, Colorado, which is about an hour south of us, can be yours for only $5, folks.
And they are the XL size.
They are the XL and they offer fresh protection.
Condition new. So
Yeah.
it's not even opened.
I would hope.
Yeah, this is unopened. This is brand new.
That is too affordable not to buy. That's my catchphrase.
It's like-
Too affordable not to buy.
Yeah, I mean, you can't afford not to have that peace of mind in case you ever need it.
I'm
Hopefully you
shitting
don't, but
myself
you might.
right now.
Exactly. There's a reason why there was a smell earlier.
Yeah, Charles has a colostomy bag under the table.
No, I don't. I just shit right on the floor.
Chris gets to clean it up later.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Charles, once your bowels are successfully evacuated,
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna get you this present.
Oh my god, I need it. Oh my god.
That's
oh my god.
What a
5.8
smug little guy.
foot tall, person-size camel. Their words, not mine. The description: huge person-size, 5.8 handmade camel, hat not included.
Oh fuck, the hat's the best part.
Made from cardboards, so not super heavy. Asking $400 or best offer. I love the top comment, which says, "What a smug little guy."
That's a really good comment.
You know what? I love him so much.
Can you scroll through the photos, please? I need to see more of
Well,
them.
I think this is just a screenshot.
so I can't.
However, can you enhance and go just to the face? Can you like zoom in and go straight to the face?
No.
He
okay.
is a smug little guy.
What I want you guys to do, focus in on the camel's face.
Yeah.
Go back to the shot. Camel's face. Have you ever been that high?
Yeah. For sure.
Wait, hold on. Chris, you can come back to me.
Hold on.
This high?
Yeah. I wish I could be that high right now.
But we're doing a show.
Yeah.
It is federally illegal.
Exactly.
It is federally illegal, and you know who we should be getting our social construct and societal norms from?
Laura Linney.
Laura Linney, yes, but in case Laura Linney's not available, the great Nicki Minaj,
Oh no.
who is about to be rolling out, helping the administration roll out the Trump savings program.
Oh no.
Yeah, you can get an American flag with Nicki Minaj on it. This is a huge Nicki Minaj flag plus a free poster. It was listed for $15, but it is on special today for only $10. The description says, "Need this gone. I don't want it. Great gift for MAGA Minaj fans asking for 10 or best offer."
Yep.
In Westminster.
In Westminster.
I can pick that up on my
on your way,
way to
work.
Denver.
Way to work. See, I like the first comment here. LOL, girl, just burn it.
For real.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, technically, this is actually an illegal flag because it is illegal to have a person on the front of an American flag. That is against
it's
the U.S. That's American.
Well, it's not like an official flag either. However, Chris,
Shouldn't even put flags on T-shirts.
I think we need to dress up the studio a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you feel like we would attract the right people if we had a giant Nicki Minaj flag behind us? We could salute the flag every episode.
That really depends on what you mean by the right people, Charles.
I mean,
we would definitely attract the right people.
I think also
but
the
not
Reich
the
people.
right people.
Exactly. They're more of a Reich people there.
Yeah, I think the Reich people will find it a little bit better than...
The right people.
Which,
yeah.
after our episode today, I don't think they're our audience.
What else we got, Chris?
That will actually do it for today's It Came from Facebook.
Oh, amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, a little bit of a buy sell trade installment for us today.
Queer icon. Buy, sell,
Sell,
trade.
trade.
I'm done. I do have one thing for you both
Ooh.
to kind of
thing?
like bookend this show, have like a really solid, have some, we cried, we laughed, and
It's true.
at the end here, we're going to eat some delicious food.
We pooped.
So with that, we have some tasty little treats.
And now it's time for tasty little treats for tasty little guys.
Welcome to Tasty Little Treats for Tasty Little Guys. When I am dealing with the weight of the world, I do one of three things. Number one, spiral into my own depression and suicidal ideation.
Is that part of the doom scrolling? Is part of that? Yeah.
Part of that. I think that's just my normal.
Life is just doom scrolling these
Right.
days.
Number two is cooking. Number three is baking. So today I baked, or not today, this was this weekend, I baked too many cookies. I baked cookies for all my neighbors, and I made gluten-free cookies, and I made gluten-full cookies. I took the gluten out of one cookie and stuck it into the other cookie. So these ones
Was that your exact method of preparation, was slurping them into it? Because if so, I want extra cookies.
Yes. And also you should show the knitting shot so you can see how beautiful these cookies are.
So these are oatmeal raisin spiced cookies.
Ooh.
This is a family recipe.
I'm excited.
That I have kind of perfected over the years. Now,
From generations of Kellys before you.
Yes, mostly just came from my mom's old cookbook, which white people cookbooks usually tend to be the recipes from like black people usually.
They're just, yeah.
So
Where else do you get a church cookie?
there are two cookies here. One is gluten-free, the other one is not.
And we have to see which.
I need you guys to tell me which is which here.
Okay. So cheers.
So which one are we trying first? So there was one that was on the napkin and one that was off. Are we doing the
Off
one
napkin.
off napkin first?
Napkin first. Okay.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
It's like winter. I love these cookies because it's like so heavy with like cloves and cinnamon.
Mm-hmm. It's good spice.
That's a very tasty cookie.
I judged cookies for 4-H the last year, so.
They are dry. They've been sitting out for a while. Normally they're a little bit gooier. I don't know what happened. I think I just didn't whip the butter well enough. But so that one.
I would do it.
That is.
Because you used woke butter, Charles.
Yep, I did. I got it from Kirkland.
So
Their
well.
Irish butter. Okay.
So good.
So that one is cookie number one.
All right.
Cookie number two. Same recipe.
Slightly different shape.
Slightly different shape. The only thing I switched out is using, gluten-free flour and regular flour. That's the only difference here.
Okay.
I want you guys to try the second cookie now. Cheers. Cheers, Chris in the studio. Now,
This one tastes slightly different.
slightly, but does it have the gluten-free taste to it? Because I want
Gluten-free is a texture.
gluten-free is a texture thing, and I think like when you get into like some gluten-free flours, you can tend to like, especially with like almond flour, you can or like coconut flour, you can really taste the difference. Like there's a flavor difference. I want to know, what do you guys think? Which one's which?
The napkin one was gluten-free.
The one on the napkin was gluten-free. Chris, what do you think?
Well, knowing your penchant for lying, Charles, I'm going to say they're either both gluten-free or they both have gluten.
Okay, well, you are wrong. One is one, one is the other, for sure.
Okay. then I'm gonna say, knowing that the one on the napkin is gluten-free.
Okay. The one on the napkin is gluten-free. You're both fucking wrong. You both are wrong. You both are wrong.
Yep.
The gluten-free one is the one that was on the napkin. This one's gluten-free. And this one is...
So
Sorry. The one off the napkin is gluten-free.
the flatter one.
The flatter one is gluten-free.
Okay.
The thicker one is the one with flour.
That's a really interesting experience because I can taste the difference, but I wasn't able to see which one went with which one.
Yeah. So,
Well, all I know is they're both delicious.
thank you.
What kind of gluten-free flour did you use?
So I use, this is how I kind of trick it, right? I use multiple different kinds. I think if you use one specific kind of flour, especially in cookies or really baked goods in general, you can tend to get that very distinct gluten-free texture
Where
and flavor.
It's grainy.
Right. But if you mix flours, and in this case I used the Red Baron 1-to-1 baking flour, and a bit of almond flour as well, mixed them together. I did like 2 cups, the 1-to-1 and 1 cup almond flour. I tend to find that the flavor profile is much harder to discern that it is gluten-free.
Very impressively does not taste like gluten-free. Like I can taste that there is a difference, but it's not. It's only you can only notice the difference when you have them side by side and when you're tasting them bite for bite. And
Yeah,
I think you could have negated it by whipping your butter more on the second one.
Yep.
Like I think
In the second one, the reason I said that was gluten-free was that one tasted drier to me.
Yeah.
But I guess that's obviously not indicative of anything.
I don't know. I think it just tastes like one is mixed more than the other.
Yeah. I also put a little bit of cayenne in these cookies. It adds like the tiniest little zing to it. It makes them like addictive, right? Because you just have that little bit of heat that you want more. Like if you like spicy food, it's very similar. Not to the point where it's like spicy, but it's just enough that you can tell that it's there. Highly recommend it. I'm not gonna tell anybody my fucking recipe ever.
Your gluten-free cookie has better crumb than your non-gluten-free cookie does.
Yeah.
And I would probably rank, if I were to place these, the gluten-free one would place above the non-gluten-free one if I were putting them in a competition directly with
Here's
each other.
the thing. I actually mentioned that yesterday, how I just may make these cookies gluten-free from here on out and just not tell anybody unless they ask it, you know, they're like, oh, sorry, I'm gluten-free. I'm like, yeah, they are gluten-free.
Right.
Like, you don't have to worry about fixing
They are gluten-free, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like people complain about gluten-free stuff like not tasting good. Like it is so easy to like do gluten-free right. In like, you know, cookies like this.
Interesting.
Hell,
I
I'm
learned
a gluten
something
fan,
today.
but at the end of the day, all that matters to me is how it tastes.
Right.
So
yeah, you're not a gluten fan. You're a taste fan.
absolutely,
I'm a fan of gluten. I love gluten. Gluten makes bread. Bread is amazing.
absolutely, love me some bread.
There's some great gluten-free breads though. Putting that out there. No, this
But
must be
glu-
great sound in the
But
microphones.
the gluten is what builds the
Nom,
bread
nom,
itself.
nom.
So,
Nom, nom, nom.
nom, nom, nom.
Hold on, wait, let's get the full effect there.
I hate it. No. Should I Cookie Monster one of these cookies?
Yes.
Do it.
Gotta get them ready. Oh
Damn.
no, we heard that on the mic. That
a
was my
minute-
actual neck.
Right a minute before this show starts, Charles goes, she does that, and it goes. That's very loud.
I do need a bit of a plate here. I'm gonna move my computer
Yeah,
away.
it's kind of
I'm
dangerous.
gonna move the books away too.
Yeah, you got a lot.
I will clean this up. Chris, well, I want you to do the outro. While we're
Well,
doing...
Charles, don't you have something to talk about first before we go?
Oh, yeah,
One of
yeah.
Charles's buddies, one of his coworkers,
I'm not gonna do this while I eat the cookie, but...
recently experienced a hardship. There was a house explosion, which is insane. So we just wanted to highlight this
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A contractor went into her house. There was a gas leak inside, allegedly by the contractor, which ended up exploding. She's a professional painter, and she lost so much. Luckily, her pets are fine.
Pets are okay.
Her family members who lived in the house are all fine, but the place is no longer livable. So she is forced to kind of like pack everything up after this house that is exploded. So if you have the chance, I would donate. She's a great person and deserves the world, and
yeah, and our hearts are with her and her family. And if you're watching this after the fact, we will put a link to the GoFundMe in the description of this video. So please give if you can.
We gotta support our communities how we can, and this is one opportunity. So while we are signing off here, and while Charles is cookie monstering this cookie, I want to say we had a great show today. Just wanted to thank you all for being here. We talked about the state of the world and Dark Woke, and had some cookies, and I anger knitted, and I did get into the decrease section of my hat. So stay kind to each other. Fuck ice.
Fritz, can you turn the camera to the table?
And look at this Cookie Monster that we just had in the studio live. We had the Cookie Monster in studio. So a couple weeks, things to look forward to. House of Leaves, we're gonna read this, so you can read along if you want to. And we'll be here next week. We'll be here the week after that. Charles will.
And the week after that.
And the week after that. And the week after that. And the week after that. And the week after that. And the week after that. So please join us next time.
Do you want that cookie?
Okay. And fuck ice.
This is Loudspeaker